Due to the dynamic nature of tabletop RPGs, the topics that may be discussed or played in these games are not suitable for all audiences. The level of content maturity is considered 16 plus and your discretion is advised. Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome in to another episode of Stargazers. How are you doing? It's Thursday. We missed an episode of Under the Wire on Tuesday. Just some last minute things came up. But we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming. For today, we've got a good episode for you here. There are going to be some changes. If you are familiar with the systems of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, this will make sense to you. If you're not, you can probably ignore this for like the next 5 minutes. So this game has a lot of homebrew stuff in it, which means I've made up a bunch of stuff in the game to use. And slowly but surely, we are making our way towards being in line with the 2024 version of the Player's Handbook of Dungeons & Dragons. We have just started doing some of the migrations now, so you might see some things that you are familiar with, or some things that are new that are in the new version of the Player's Handbook. The things that are already transitioned by this point, excuse me, are going to be the spells. So all of the spells that are in the new Player's Handbook are the ones that we're going to be using going forward in this game. Obviously, the ones that are not in that book, they haven't changed. We're still going to be using them. They're still available. And as I continue to go through the book, piecemeal here and there, more rules and stuff will be coming up. And we'll tackle those as we transition. This is going to be a long process. We're not going to be changing overnight. So please keep that in mind. We're using some rules, but not others. And this is the information letting you know that we have converted all of the spells. So we're using all of the new spells and the new spell rules as far as I know them. I'm sure I don't know them front to back yet, but I will. And that is not a promise that I can keep, probably, but I've made it. The second thing, they actually have transitioned away from regular inspiration points that are rewarded by the DM to the players, and now use a thing called heroic inspirations, which actually now have some mechanical value in the game. One of them, I think, is one of the obvious ones is the new fighter that has appeared. I think it's called like Heroic Fighter or Heroic Warrior or something like that. But it has mechanics that influence heroic inspiration, and the way it works is similar to before. If you have it, you can re-roll a dice, but now they've changed it to any dice that you want to re-roll if you have rolled it. In addition, if you have a heroic inspiration and you gain another one, you can't have two, which is the same as before, but you can give it to someone else who doesn't have one, and that is just plain and in the rules. We'll see if I like them or not, but that's in the rules, so we're gonna play with them for a bit, try it out, see how it works, and go from there. The game is still going to be homebrewed, so there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be changing here and there, probably a little bit each week. But for now, those are the main things that are changed over. We're using all the new spells and heroic inspirations. So, with that said, oh boy, we left our party off at a bit of a cliffhanger. I think it would be a good idea to get them in here so that we can talk about it.
Tim.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, my good.
Hi, guys.
Guys, I left you guys off at a cliffhanger last time.
I mean, that's not much of a change.
Yeah, I guess it's true. I guess that's true.
Guilty pleasure, I guess.
Yeah, they're fun.
I mean, I gotta keep you guys coming back, you know?
I mean,
Huck ya.
I mean, we're coming back, so.
yeah, I'll come back regardless. I like spending time with you guys.
The moment it's not a cliffhanger, I'm leaving and I'm never coming back.
You turn around and there's another cliffhanger. Sucks to suck.
You got me. Yeah, you got me, dude.
You're standing on
I'd
an
be
island
like-
of cliffs.
I make that "oh you" face. Oh you rascal.
Oh, you. Wags finger. Yeah. I
Yeah.
lost track of what I was doing entirely.
Okay. It happens.
Damn it, I can't even do my disclaimer to cut
Due
in.
the dynamic nature
I
of...
can't even do it.
There you go.
Didn't you say that you have like a clip to put in now?
Yeah,
Pre-recording.
I pre-recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
you don't want to, due to the dynamic nature of tabletop RPGs, the topics that may be discussed or played in these games are not suitable for all audiences. The level of content maturity is considered 16 plus, and your discretion is advised.
You went back to a video just to write that down and read it.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. The commitment.
Mm-hmm.
The commitment. Darwin, I'm giving you a heroic inspiration for that.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Yes.
It's the only one though.
Yes.
If you do it the second time, it won't work. You've done it already. This was the one. This was your one. This is your fuck move.
I only needed the one.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna get more out of it.
Shell gets to do it next time.
You only get one fuck move. Okay. So, last time we had a bit of a split of the party where we didn't really touch on it, but I do want to address. Zeneca was waiting with Yara, who was sleeping in the hospital, continuing to be by their bedside and waiting for Korik to get there so that they can trade places and he can take care of her for the night. Darwin was spending some time with Kara at a monkish bar in the side of a monk temple. I almost said tavern. In the side of a in the side of a temple. And lo and behold, when they get to the point of their reunion, the bar is cleared out at their request, and the bartender this entire time has been in disguise. It was Bob Anthony all along. As he walked down from the hall and then walked back to greet you, talk to you about the plan and
Well,
the contingency plan, and then walked as you requested back down the hall to get the briefcase to show you what the plan was all about and why he's hiding. And you know, through no shenanigans at all, was convinced that it was safer with you after all. Gave you the briefcase, and and you left with it. That was that.
I forgot how fast the change up was.
it was like mid-sentence.
Unfortunately for Darwin, while he did gain a briefcase with a glimmering, swirling blue orb, it also left him a little dodgy in terms of their relationship with Kara, as they left on not the best of terms again. Meanwhile, on another side of the world, roughly 2 degrees of northward. What am I talking about? Why am I doing math?
Northward.
Shell, out in the Freelands, is getting assailed by a radiant beam of light that they tried to point over at the cracked moon in the sky, and goes into an introspection, one of which they've never experienced before. This is not a free thought introspection, but a conscious, deliberate, even if it wasn't by them. It was a visceral introspection is a good word for it. As they continue through their own mind, walking down halls of infinite doors with blank nameplates on the sides, they eventually come to a head. And this head involves Darwin going back to their own home and interacting with the orb that he has gotten. It seems that Shell, in their state, and Darwin, with the orb that he has now, are able to talk and communicate, even though they're thousands of miles apart. With this connection now made, Shell is seeing a different hallway. One with only 2 doors, with the nameplates clearly legible, Darwin and Damien. Focusing on one pushes it away and has Darwin switch consciousnesses, becoming Damien in the process. Doing it again switches him back to Darwin. And then at his request, he's nearly switched over again. The clarity he had from Damien's memories overlapping with his, gone for just a moment, and now return. As we left the session last time, Darwin chucked the suitcase into his fridge and walked straight out the door. So, we begin at the hospital where Zeneca is.
Okay.
Probably this is like mid-conversation now, as you're out in the hallway and Korik has already come by. Would you have talked with him about the conversation you and Yara had, or would you keep that between you two?
I think I'd keep that between us, other than say confirming, yeah, she did this to herself. She's fragile. Just keep an eye on her.
Yeah. And yeah, Korik, you know, he doesn't really need to say much for you to understand him. You guys have, you know, your family. You guys have known each other for so many decades. And you can tell when you explain this to him, even though everyone has aged up, he immediately like kicks back into that like teenage years of being the eldest brother or like the eldest child, and like he's got to keep it together for everyone. Yeah. So he trades places with you. He says he'll be okay. Definitely makes himself comfortable. Looking over at like the desk pad with the like home style services, like takeout menu that's available in the hospital, as if it was like a hotel room service. And he's just like, wow, this place is ritzy.
I'm bougie.
Yeah. So look, I gotta go, but if you need anything or if you need me to come back because you need to go to work, just let me know. And I'll be here as soon as I can.
I got the days off. They've been begging me to take my vacation anyway, so what's a couple days in the week?
Still, if you do need me, you know how to get a hold of me.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold you to those words, though. If I need you.
You're not gonna need me, are you?
Smiles.
She gives him a big hug and then heads out.
I'll text you every day.
Thanks. And yeah, so she heads out towards the gate. I don't suppose there's some sort of car service for her.
What's your passive perception?
Oh.
You.
Is it a 13 or higher?
Where is passive perception on these stupid things?
It's also night, so you may get a bonus. I don't remember exactly.
I think I do. Well, I have a bonus to stealth. I don't know if...
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Where is passive?
It would just be 10 plus your perception bonus. There might not be like a number recorded on your sheet for it.
Yeah. 13?
13. That was my limit. As you're like walking down the main hall, you can tell there's like nurses / front desk workers that like immediately take your notice and change up their demeanor for a few moments. Not in a negative way, but you can definitely tell like they were doing something, they did something else, and then they went back to whatever they were doing. And as you're leaving through the front door, there is a blacked out black sedan that like rolls up to the front.
If I walk past it, does someone get out and say, "Hey, I'm your ride"?
Is that what you're gonna do?
Well, I'm not sure if she'd expect it to be for her. So I'm guessing she'd start walking towards the gates.
Okay. Yeah, you walk past the car. Nobody exits, and the car doesn't move for a while. It's not until you like pass the fountain that the car begins to roll, making that like gravelly noise on the soft dirt, and then drives past you. Nobody exited or entered that car. Yeah, as you walk towards the gate, it's very nice and very quiet. It's gonna take you a long time to get anywhere. So, what is your destination?
I think like she's assuming that because of the gated community sort of thing for the hospital and the security, she has to get to the main street before she can actually like call for a Suber to get to one of the pillars.
That would be a good good deduction. That's gonna take you a while.
Just to get to the gate?
Yeah, because to remind you how I described this place.
Yeah, it's like a winding estate, isn't it?
Yeah, so there was like a guard gate at the beginning of the hills, and then you wind through them, and then you come into this closed off estate in that area. So like the main road is somewhere at the bottom of the hills.
So the hospital's actually like up a little bit more elevated from the actual main gate, right?
In terms of elevation, yes, absolutely.
Based on her knowledge of the sky layer, would it be, I'm guessing it would be kind of weird, just because I don't have a ton of, well, I don't know. Would she be able to deduce if it's safe for her to just, like, fly? Like, take advantage of the height and just kind of glide towards the main gate?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's it would like cut your time in half to get to the main road.
Hmm.
But it's still a long ways, you know.
Yeah, I figured like she maybe used the time to kind of clear her head a little bit.
Okay.
It's been a while since she got in a
A
decent
night
little
fly. Yeah. Be good. After all that stressing, it'd be nice to just have some time to clear your head.
Was the last time you actually flew Kokma? Was that the actual last time you flew?
I think.
And that wasn't even like a really long flight. I think the last
Oh.
time her long flight was when she was shot out of the sky.
No, I think the last time I think what was actually more recent than that was the fight outside the guild. And you flew during that for like 12 seconds.
Something like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
like she hasn't flown a ton. She hasn't stretched her wings.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta.
Okay. Darwin, you walk out of your house. Head is jumbled once again. Just like it was before this new orb nonsense. You have these images overlaying each other every now and then it goes back to normal. They come in and out, almost like ghostly or ethereal images. But it's not just visuals, it's also sounds. Taste, touch. The other one.
The other one, umami.
The other sense that I'm forgetting right now. Smell.
Salt, heat, acid, fat.
Yeah.
Dead people.
Salt isn't a sense.
And people.
Salt is in a sense.
What? Salt isn't a sense.
As an Overwatch
It's a
player,
taste.
I feel. I'm joking.
You come out of the street, out of your house onto the street, and the first thing that you see is cleanly paved ground with like newly fresh white painted buildings where everything is. You're seeing like a glimpse of the city mall before it moved up to the echelon. Everything is new, everything is built, everything is where it should be. And then it goes back in an instant to this, not destroyed, but definitely a little more humble, a little more down and dirty, a little more in disrepair.
Like how you, I like how you described it as destroy. How dare you speak of Barksville in that manner?
Not
Not destroyed,
necessarily
though.
apocalyptic, but close.
Wait. Yeah. It only gives the flavor of the end of the world.
It's like it's not
A
squalor.
little Sousson.
It's not. You're not in squalor, but like it's close.
It gets worse. It gets worse the more you describe it.
What are you looking to do here? What is your destination?
You left me in a fridge. I know it's not me, but
I mean, his last thought was he doesn't want to switch back because essentially what's happening is that he just dies. He ceases to exist, right? And he's very afraid of that. Yeah, but he knows that like it's kind of an inevitability, maybe. But for now, I think Darwin is just racked by maybe some panic and some fear of having not existed for however many moments of time it was, and now like feeling clarity and losing it, and then having like this are there 5 senses? 5-fold?
There's technically like hundreds, but there's 5 main ones.
Okay, like 5-fold hallucination.
Yeah,
I think he would probably contact. He would try to, at least. He would try to contact Takara, because that's like his safe place.
huh.
And
okay, just so I know where you're coming from. Do you remember
Yes.
where you ended off on with her?
Yeah, but like circumstances permitting. She was like, "Well, what if you die?" And I said, "I won't." And then I die. So, you know, my tentative plan is to just say, "You're right," and that's all I got. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it live.
We're do it live. Okay.
We're gonna do it live.
So let me come at you with a different question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a text? Is this a call? Are you just like arriving at her work or home? Like what's happening? What's the method of news deliberation here?
That's a very good question.
How do you want the "I told you so" to occur here?
That's what I'm thinking about right now. Okay, give me a moment to consider how I'm gonna receive this "I told you so." I think the lesser blow would be through text,
Right.
because like over a phone call, it's like a FaceTime, right?
Doesn't have to be. It could just be a phone call.
I suppose, yeah.
You have
But
the
then
inkling that she's gonna want to do video because like it's really easy to do.
Yeah, and it's like what everybody usually does, right?
For the normies who don't have like a cyber eye.
Yeah, but she's gonna. I feel like we've only ever like FaceTimes.
Oh yeah,
right?
Definitely.
And then like for me to be like, can I just do a normal call? Would be.
Yeah, but do you want to deliver the text, "Hey, I died," or do you want to speak, with your girlfriend or whatever?
But is it any like?
Do you think it would piss her off more if maybe you delivered it through text?
Oh man. Yeah.
Just saying.
But like how? I feel like I'm already really in deep with this. So.
Do you want to make it worse though?
How much more worse could it really get?
Oh my god! Well, she could break up with you.
He said the thing. You never asked that question.
I could actually die. I could actually die this
You
way.
could die forever. Yeah, that's another one.
If you die for real, you die in the game.
I hadn't considered that.
I mean, it's true.
I was hoping no one would catch on to that. So, is this a call or?
You make some good points. I feel like if I did make a call though, and I hallucinate in the middle of it, that's gonna be some bad news bears.
Done it before.
Just remember the context. Remind yourself the context. I'm calling Kara. Doesn't matter who I see. It's Kara. Right? Maybe? I mean,
it's easy to say.
It's
but
true.
Easy to do? Question mark? Smile? Not smile?
Close your eyes.
Hallucinate?
I just had
I
a wicked
believe-
thought,
Just
and
call.
I'm gonna implement it. So here we go.
Okay.
I need to know your delivery of information.
My delivery is a call.
A call?
Attaboy.
Is this a voice call or a video call?
It'll be
Or a
just
hologram call. There's 3 levels.
I guess just like a regular like FaceTime call.
Yeah, you send over the video call, and she picks up. Hey, what's going on?
I need your help right now. And she can like visibly see that I'm bleeding from my nose, right?
Oh yeah, I mean you did a video call, so
Yeah.
absolutely.
I ran into a bit of
Did you get in a
trouble
fight?
with
What happened?
with this orb, and
What?
The orb won.
the orb won. I don't know how to explain this, but they changed me, and I was someone else, and then now I'm me, and I think they want to change me back, and I don't know what to do.
Whoa! What do you mean you were someone else?
I don't know. I was myself, and then my head hurt, and just darkness, I guess. And then after some moments, it felt like only a second, I came back and I was me, but they were calling me someone else. Damien?
You're kidding. The imprint's stuck. Alright,
What?
you can see that she has her like head in her hand, like getting a grasp on the situation. Oh, alright. Do you remember where we were earlier today?
I don't want to climb another 1,000 steps.
Okay, good. You remember that. Okay, I'm gonna send you a coordinate, and let me know when you get there. Okay?
Oh, okay.
We'll get through this together. I need you to make an insight check, please.
Who
You're
knows?
It's a little ambiguous, but it feels in this moment like they're more in like work mode than partner mode.
Oh. This might be it. I've lived a full life. I've lived 2 lives, actually.
See you on the other side.
I've lived 2 lives.
At least it's your girlfriend doing it.
Is that better or is that worse?
I don't know.
I
I
can't
don't know.
tell you what
Yeah,
that said.
if you like talk it over a little bit first. Sorry, Mom.
I gave too much energy to like the fact before when I was like, oh, I'm gonna die, aren't I? And then I like spoke it into existence and I gave it too much energy, and now it's like, what is that called? Manifesting.
Yeah, manifesting.
I manifested too
Manifesting
hard.
your unfortunate destiny.
I girl boss too close to the sun.
It's too close to the sun.
Fuck, dude. Holy shit, that was so good.
That's in my notes.
So, Darwin, you get a set of coordinates. Are you going to go there?
I mean, yeah, that's not even really a question. I trust her
Implicitly?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay.
You know she's corpo scum, right?
But she is also the love of my life.
She's my corpo scum.
I want you to make a knowledge roll.
That's not great either.
Okay, it's only DC 10.
Don't fuck it up. You got that. Oh, well, never mind.
Well, you know for sure that the place that you're going is on the plaza level, and it's somewhere in Koftura. Not really quite sure more than that.
I mean, that temple was in Kaftura too, right?
Oh, yes, it was.
Was
Right
it at the
over here.
plaza level?
Oh, yes, it was.
Uh-oh.
You head over there. How do you head over there, by the way? 'Cause
I mean, what time is it right now?
it's like dead of
If it's
night.
like really, oh, super. Then there's kind of no other option, right?
You could walk.
From my apartments and see
glad
cost in 3 weeks.
I'm glad you're finally getting the scope and scale of the city. Yeah.
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 I mean, I've lived here for like
Mainly,
a
I'm
million years,
asking,
so-
like, are you gonna take a Subaru the entire way, or are you gonna like split it between the
Same track.
Does the Samtrack run this late though?
maglev? The maglev is 24.
Nice.
I would
just
be
take the
down
Subaru
if
then.
I hadn't already named it. I'm just saying.
I know. It's really good though. It's a fun nickname.
Just Sam everything.
Yeah.
No, I'll take a super the entire way.
The entire way? Okay.
Yeah.
It is gonna be 60 credits.
Wow, that's so cheap. I wish like cabs and Ubers in real life were that cheap for that distance.
You know, me too. But like, if
He
you
says
think
in
about
California.
like, if you think about in a world where like everyone's trying to make their bag and like trying to fight for everyone else's money, and like
Yeah,
being competitive in their pricing, right?
undercutting themselves so
Yeah,
bad.
like it just gets so bad to the point where it's just like it's basically free. You might as well.
Artists can never.
Yeah.
There are no artists.
Well, there are still artists in this world. It's just like,
Not on DeviantArt.
oh, DeviantArt definitely doesn't exist anymore.
Good. Be gone, foul beast.
It's like it's like the third iteration of itself because it just got like populated with AI, so it's become like deviation art.
Oh god.
It's just the joke on itself. Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
you're traveling. Zenek is still on the Skylair shell. The last thing you saw was this hallway where you saw the two names, Darwin and Damien,
Mhm.
go dark. It's now blackness around you.
Not afraid of the dark, but I'm annoyed. I think last thing I remember doing was sitting down like crisscross applesauce and like sulking with my head against the wall.
Yeah. It's gonna be like 16 minutes before that airs on TV. Are you annoyed of the dark?
Are you annoyed of the dark? Yeah, I am annoyed of the dark.
What would
I
you like
think-
to try? You remember
I-
calling out Nyx's name twice and the
Yeah.
world was shattering around you.
Yeah. I think I'm assuming there's some sort of presence. So I'm like, hey, can we like turn on some lights at least? Like it's not bad, but it's kind of like I can't see anything. You still there?
I'd like you to make me a charisma check.
Okay. Normally I'm good at these, but we'll see.
Being a sorcerer and all.
Yeah, exactly. Might be my shit luck. A 13.
You like think about the idea of light again and just calling out because you know there's an entity here. Hey, can we turn on some lights? Annoyed at the dark. This thought permeates again and again. what does it look like when you finally get a light source?
It's a single, like, light bulb hanging above the area that I'm in, on a really
fritz
long
out.
string. Like an
I was gonna say, let it
impossibly
fritz
long
out.
string. Do what?
Like, imagine it just fritzing out every
Oh,
few
yeah,
seconds.
yeah. Yeah, maybe it's like flickering a bit. Doing
And
that little electrical noise.
with this new light, what is around you?
That's a good question. I think I'm assuming still, like, the walls. Or at least a wall behind me that I'm leaning on.
Okay.
It could be an open space.
It's just a blank room? Blank room?
I think that's what he's expecting, because it's
Okay.
all been so blank.
Yeah.
But if it isn't, possibly his office again.
You lift off from the wall as this light blinks into existence. And in that motion of bouncing off the wall and balancing yourself on your 2 feet, the light in the air swings, flickers, and when it comes back to being solid light, you're in your office again.
But
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a way out, I think. There are things I'm curious about. I'm not sure if I'd be able to find something. Like, it's not my actual office, but I'm in office mode, so I'm like, can I look on the computer for this project that I saw? Can I, like, find a way to unlock a door? Like, it's just like, I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm struggling to make sense of it all. And by I mean Shell.
So the computer's where you would try to go?
I think so.
You go over to the computer and you begin like typing at things. And again, everything is just blurry. You feel like you know what you're typing, but you can't read it. As you're continuing this search of information, the text that you're seeing scroll on the screen like stops moving. You can feel your fingers have stopped. It's waiting for the computer to process. And in that moment, there is that like really strange pause of what the fuck am I waiting for, as you're looking at the computer trying to load.
Mhm.
And you see yourself behind the black glass. And it's almost like you're like in this dream state trying to put yourself in that other side. You look at yourself and try to imagine you as if you were in the black glass looking back at yourself in this reflection in the computer. And that one point of imagination brings you back into a dark room as you look at a piece of darkened glass flittering away from you. And you're back.
Okay.
Like you
No
can
more
roll me
death
another
save?
charisma check.
Oh, okay.
No, that one doesn't need a charisma save. Or death
Nice.
save, I mean.
A
Okay,
lot of middle of the road
it's all good.
rolls.
You're looking for a couple things, and you feel like the energy is trying to give you what you want, but it's indecisive. Do you want the information, or do you want an exit? What are you truly wanting? In a sense, to make it really clear, how can it help you?
Yeah, be careful about asking for an exit, otherwise you might get an exit off the mortal coil.
Yeah, right? I'll go with information then. I want to know what's behind all the redactions. Or some of them, something. Like in that file. I'm trying to figure out what I can on that, because, like, it's my name and I can't read any of it. Why wouldn't I want to figure it out, you know?
Okay. I want to know... I will let you pick any skill in the list. And I want you to roll that skill as a way of using it in order to get that information, no matter what it is.
Okay. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm doing that thing.
Whatever skill you choose is going to mean, like, that's the avenue you're taking to get that information.
I see.
What I will also say is, like, whatever the skill is going to matter on the DC, because, you know, different avenues have different levels of success. So
yeah.
Just picking your highest ones may mean that, well, you did it. Never mind.
I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration.
Hell yeah. Well, I was going to explain. Oh, wait. Can you hold on for 1 second? Can you hold on for 1 second?
Yes.
I would like you to hover over that persuasion you just rolled and click on the number 6. When you do that, you should see a new button appear with a dot above the total that says re-roll.
Yeah.
You can re-roll dice now in this game. Welcome to Alchemy. It's still an alpha.
It sucks! That's really cool. I did it, but the roll was worse.
What I was going to explain is that picking your best skills will give you a good bonus, but it might not have the best DC for you.
Okay, alright, I see.
Yeah. Persuasion 10. Well, no, it was an 11 before. That's higher. So we're going to go with an 11.
Yeah, and then I went with the... Is the heroic inspiration just a reroll?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was something else. Like, I thought you changed it to something else last time. Alright. Dang, alright, let's go. Let's see what this does.
You ask to peer into your own mind for information. And once again, this long hallway appears with many doors. All of the name plates on the doors are now no longer blank, but it's almost like they're covered in black ink. Like the nameplates are redacted. And the doors are no longer the color you would assume a hotel door to be. They're the color of a manila folder. All of these doors, all of these files in your mind closed off from you, but they're still in you. For what purpose? Why is any of this here? Could you please make me an insight check against yourself?
Okay. Insight's in. Look at all these 10s, 11.
Wow.
It's so average today. Good God.
You think to the first moment you woke up. When you were gaining your bearings. When you think of this, everything was pretty easy. Everything was easy to pick up. Everything was understood properly. You barely made any mistakes. In fact, those first few days and weeks, you remember being bored because everything felt way too easy. There were days that went by that you just answered some questions and then you'd have the day to yourself. And then they'd ask you to do menial tasks for 30 minutes, an hour, and then what? Everything was just very easy, very simple. Maybe it's because you have these latent skills. But if what these doors represent are all you, then why won't you have access to it? What do each of these redactions mean for yourself? What are they hiding from you? What was so important that you couldn't know about yourself about? That was a sentence.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wrote that sentence too. I'm like writing everything you say word for word.
It's all good. Once again, I come to ask you, what would you like to do?
I want to try and force myself. Like, if this is a door, to open the door, but if it's just a giant manila envelope in the wall. But it's just manila colored, right? Like
Right.
a door. Okay, yeah, I'll want to try and force myself through one random door. If I can't, that's fine, but I'm annoyed. I'm pissed at this point.
Okay. Roll me a 1d100 for the randomness.
Okay. Oh, so close. So close.
So close to greatness. Damn it. And you're like charging at the door, right? You're like forced
Pretty
entry
much.
kind of deal. Okay.
Yeah. Like kicking at it, slamming into it, like I'll cantrip at it. I gotta.
You run into the door the first time, and everything rumbles. Not just the door, but the entire hall, and your eyes, and everything going on. The air around you moves. If you continue, this will be the death saving throw you need to make, because this would be... You're currently at 2 failures and 2 successes. So,
do I get the feeling that this is actually dangerous to my well-being?
I mean, this is me telling you that it is, and Shell would understand because everything, like your entire perception's rattling, right? It's almost like as if something like hit you in the head, and then you have that like shaky moment. Like everything's kind of like swirly and rattly. That's what just happened when you tackled this door. Not only did the door rattle, but you felt the entire hall rattle, all of the air around you rattle, and everything inside of you rattle. So, you can attempt this. I won't stop you if you try to.
I don't want to die.
You can switch directives and then try something else. The safest thing to do would be to ask for an exit, of course, which you were looking for before, but you had a couple things you were looking for, so.
I think I'm going to go with the exit. I think I'm pissed, and I think I, like, punch the door, not to open it, but because I'm annoyed. And I accept that it's not going to open for me at the moment. And I'm not forcing it anymore. And I think that makes me mad too. I'm just really mad.
I think even with a 12 insight, you know that it's not nothing, but it is a paltry amount of information. But you do know there are memories locked away inside you that you have no access to.
Yeah. And these aren't real computers. I work with real computers.
Right. Your mind is technically machine, but it's also fabricated in an organic, functioning way. So trying to use it like a computer is tough.
Yeah. That's totally fine and acceptable. I think at this point he's like storming down the hall with the intent of finding an exit. And like barking orders like, okay, out. Like, get me out. I'm done. Get me out. And I don't think the player, expects anything to happen, but he's trying to make it so.
You storm down this hallway, and it's almost like blind rage, right? Like, your eyes are definitely seeing things, but you're completely in your mind space, even inside this dream world. But your body reacts in and reflects what you want. You're looking for the exit. The hallway suddenly ends, and your hand goes to open a door that it reflexively thinks it's there, like muscle memory. Twists the handle and opens it to a bright white light outside the hall. Do you go?
I think I hesitate, but then I do.
You exit out into the hall, and there are 2 doors. And you do make this decision. There's one door that is very much like just the rectangular frame, and it's like there's like black silk and smoke swirling around it. And then there is another door that is a almost gentle pale yellow color, but you can tell it's like a very heavy door.
Oh no.
If you'd like, you're more than welcome to make a study check, which is going to be an intelligence investigation.
Oh god. Alright. Well, I'll try it. Let's see. 10.
Okay.
Oh my god, I called it.
Everything in here has been like some kind of reflection of what you know and have perceived. If this is a reflection of what you know and have perceived, the darkness is going to be the fridge, and the light is going to be the moonlight.
Okay. My body's with the moonlight, so as curious as I am about the fridge, even though I don't know what's in the fridge, I'll go for the heavy door.
You push open this heavy door, and it must be like hundreds of pounds. As you're like pushing up against it, you really have to like anchor your feet down into the ground and like do a serious push, like even closing your eyes to the fact, just so that your eyes don't pop out of the sockets, pushing up against with your shoulder. And suddenly this weight in front of it disappears. You can feel yourself like roll and flop as your back hits the ground with one arm, like, you know, like momentum coming back around as you roll out of the pillar of moonlight.
Is it still pointed toward the moon?
In a sense, it's like pointed straight upwards. It has been since you went in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You pointed it, and then when you went unconscious, it went straight up.
Okay. How much am I at 1 HP right now?
Yes.
Alright. Oh, hell. My surroundings, everything looks fine, right? The car is untouched.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Why are all these middle of the roll? These rolls, bitch.
As you're like dusting yourself and getting up from the ground, just to make sure everything's alright, there is a flicker of light that you're seeing over from a far side. There are some rocks over there. You can see a flicker of light. It's almost as if they're trying to flicker it so that you notice it.
Okay. I noticed it. Let's see. Let me look at my spells real quick.
I guess the question is, how do you acknowledge it, or do you acknowledge it at all, right?
I think he does acknowledge it, and he does so by casting Shadow Blade. He's not hitting it, he's just kind of summoning, like, something like that.
Right.
And taking a few steps toward it.
Okay, so question for you. Do you have a second Shadow Blade spell in your spell book?
Looks... Oh, I've got a bonus one from my class, it looks like.
Okay, so that one's labeled BA? Or is it not labeled at all? Because this one has a parentheses A, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Do you have
let me...
the
This
Shadow
one is
Blade?
the-
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is now getting into mechanics, or not mechanics, but labelings that I've done. The Shadow Blade without any parentheses, that's the normal spell. So normal spells will just have no parentheses next to them. That
Okay.
A stands for action. So that is going to be your attack roll. So that's why that rolled the numbers. That's why that rolled the numbers.
Neat. Okay. Fun. Alright.
So your bonus action, casting the Shadow Blade, you have it in your hand. You can stow it at will. It always comes back to your hand whenever you want. You make this, and they shine the light so that you can see. With a perception 11, you can definitely tell they have a gun pointed at you, but you're not quite sure like what exactly it is. But they shine this light in a way that like goes down the length of it, so that you know that they have one, and it's pointed at you, but they haven't done anything. And then they just point the light back at you.
Okay. I think I dismiss the Shadow Blade for now.
Okay. Do you just make it hidden?
Yeah, sure. But he'll hold his hands up. Like, he's actively trying not to get shot. He's only got 1 HP and he feels it.
Yeah. You put your hands up, and the light moves up, like 2 or 3 feet up, and it begins to make like a bouncing gesture. Whatever it is, or whoever it is, has started coming towards you. And as they breach a little bit of distance, do you have dark vision? I don't think you
I do.
Right?
I do.
Okay. So as soon as they start moving from away from the rock and towards you, you can see that they have their gun like pointed now towards the ground as you have your hands up. And as you're making a gesture to be friendly, they're also making a gesture now to be friendly. They have their gun pointed down, fingers off the trigger, but they have their flashlight like pointed at you.
Okay, I'll put my hands down, but I'm not making any aggressive movements or anything.
As they get closer to you, this is probably like 30 feet away now, and it looks like they have an intention of getting closer to you. And they call out and say, "Friend or foe?"
Who's asking?
The one with the gun.
Fair. I mean, I've got one too, but I'm not gonna let him know.
Oh, damn.
Friend.
What are you doing here in the Freelands?
Getting some fresh air. What are you doing in the Freelands?
Watching out for disturbances.
Apologies.
How close do you let him get to you before you do anything?
I think at about 20 feet, I'll take a step back. I'm just wanting personal space. I don't know these people. I don't want to be ambushed.
Yeah. He sees you taking a step back and he stops. So, what is it that you are doing out here? Besides getting fresh air?
Nothing that concerns you, but...
Oh. My friend. All eyes are on this pillar right now. It concerns me.
I think he looks back at the pillar. Is it, like, as strong, like, going as strong as I remember it going?
Yes.
It's a long and complicated story. But... I'm unsure how to, put people at ease that this isn't meant to hurt them. Just stay back. I'm got this device that I can't exactly expel all the excess energy within city limits. Just blow the floors up. I need clear space. If I knew that there were people nearby, I wouldn't have brought it here. Is it just you out here? Like this close to where we're at?
My party is nearby.
Mm-hmm.
They're making sure that you are not hostile. And I presume by now that one of them has opened a pack of crackers.
Okay.
So, would you please kindly pack up and leave?
I would love to. I think he looks back at the moonbeam again, and looks back to this guy. The problem is I don't know how to turn it off.
What? You came out here to expel the energy, but you do not know how to turn it off. You know how to start it, but not end it? Is it not the same process?
Yes. It is not the same process. I look back at the orb. Is it the same process? Look, I can't... The stuff that it's expelling right now is damaging. I feel awful. I've been trying to get it to quit this whole time, absolutely lying through my teeth. So maybe I could try again if you give me a little bit to recuperate.
Shell,
But
as
it's-
you mentioned that the light is damaging, you like quickly notice on yourself that you're both like you're stable and conscious, but you're also on the brink as well. And what this means is Your death saving throws have not reset.
That's not good.
You're at 2 and 2.
I might just have to let it run its course. But I don't know. I truly don't know how to stop it. And if I try to, I'm probably going to die, so I'm not going to do that.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh god. Should be good, but watch me get a 10. A 12. Alright, well. Fucking hell. Why? Why? I wish if this were Foundry, I could change the color and weight of my die and it would reset them.
Opium.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm like, I fucking hate these die. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna make new ones.
Rolls worse.
Exactly, yeah.
Then we have no choice but to wait it out, I suppose. Good news. You do seem like a friend. So, we will help you. Bad news. This is a beacon that everyone is coming to right now. We saw this from about 60 miles away.
Yeah.
So-
How far up does it go? It's hard to tell from right here.
It seems like forever.
Oh my
It breaks
God.
through the sky. I do not exactly know.
sh- You guys don't happen to have anything that could boost a signal so that I could contact someone from within the city, do you?
The city, no.
Okay, that's fine. Wait. Do you know Toby Larone?
How do you know Toby Larone?
He gave us a ride, like a week ago or so. We, helped defend his little gas station and his friend.
He is an outcast.
Oh. Well, I don't know that. What do you do?
He was caught helping some dangerous people.
Ooh, I see. Well, didn't know that. I do know that. Whoops. Well, now I know. I'll steer clear.
I did.
It just gets worse.
Yeah, my like evil anime inner monologue. I actually did.
Another point of good news. At the very least, whatever this is doing, it seems to have calmed down the wildlife in the area. We've tracked about 50 paces out, but it could be further.
Okay, well, that's good, I guess. Oh god, I don't know what to do.
He
This
takes a
isn't
step,
anything.
He takes a step forward towards you, but no more than that, and he extends a hand and says, "How about we start over?" Looking for a handshake.
Okay, I'll hesitate, but give him a handshake. I'll clear that distance. Well, no, I won't. I'll stay where I'm at, but like, I'll hold out my hand to welcome him a little closer. I don't want to get too far away from this orb.
Okay, he takes like a cautious step towards you because he's confused. And eventually makes it over and shakes your hand. My name is John.
Shell.
Pleasure to meet you, Chef.
Mhm. And you.
So, brainstorming. This pillar is what, a device?
In a sense, yeah, it's a device. It's just one I haven't figured out fully yet.
Okay. Is there an off button?
Maybe. Let me try something. I'll cast darkness on it.
On the orb? Ooh.
Or not directly on the orb, but on the area. I want to try and get that light to stop.
That's really interesting. You cast darkness. When you do, the area, the sphere of darkness that engulfs that zone becomes swirling with light and shadow. It is both illuminated and darkened at the same time.
Alright, that didn't work.
Keep in
And the
mind that
beam's
this is
still
a
going.
concentration spell, so your shadow blade is gone.
Yeah. Does it seem to be affecting things, or is it just like the swirling now and that's what it's doing? Like it's not like growing or shrinking or getting absorbed, it's just there, kind of swirling?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Come on, don't be a 12. There we go. Ow, shit!
Let's go.
You okay?
That clap hurt!
Oh, damn. That was a good clap.
Thanks, it was a good sounding clap, I gotta say. Gotta be my best clap to date.
Zeneca, you're on the sky layer.
Yeah.
I want you to also make a perception check.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Darwin, you're not on the sky layer.
I am not.
I'd like you to also make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, what beans?
We twinsies.
Zeneca, as you're fluttering and flittering down from the Rose Hills over to the main road, you know it's going to take a little while longer, but over to the north, there's this pale beam of yellow energy. You can't help but feel like your party is responsible for it.
Oh
The beam
god.
goes straight upwards, and then it begins to curve as it breaches like through the atmosphere of space.
It
Almost like light
curves.
reflection, you know?
Okay. I know I'm so far away, so it's kind of silly for me to ask, but Constitution save to make sure I don't like get drawn towards it.
I mean, that's
I'm
up
in
to
the
you.
air.
'Cause that's up
It's
to
dark.
you. It's like,
There's city
So-
lights, I thought.
yeah. So here's the thing about that, right? The light isn't as bright as like neon signs around you, but it must be really, really bright where it is, because that thing is thousands of miles away and you can see it at this distance. So if you want to make that con save, that is up to you.
I kind of do just for flavor to see if
Okay.
like she's like fuck the
Then
party. Ooh, pretty.
I will need you instead to make a wisdom saving throw to see if
Wisdom save. Okay.
yeah, to see if you can keep your head clear. I don't know what that means. You were the one that wanted to make the roll, so that's up to you.
I mean, it's attractive, and she's probably drawn to it a little bit, but she manages to resist, knowing that it's just that far away. But she's like, She knows they're in the Freelands and they probably can't get her text messages, but she'll probably like pull out her phone and text the group. What did you do?
Is it the
Question
group
mark,
with
question
Kara
mark,
in
question
it?
mark.
She is.
Sure, she doesn't know where Kara is, so.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
A few seconds before that, Darwin, you're in the Super going over towards some location in Phandara. And at the back of the seats, they have like the news playing in a screen that's embedded in the back of the front seat, so you can just have something to watch in case you don't have anything to do. There's a news segment going on with a caster that is literally reporting on a beam of light that is outside of the city.
It's like breaking news right now.
It's like breaking news, yes. Exactly. It's like interrupted all news channels.
Has no one ever seen a moonbeam before?
Not this tall or bright or far away. It like what should be playing right now is "Are You Annoyed at the Dark?" But right now, everything's news about this beam.
Oh man.
I'm tempted to follow the beam, but
so
also
whip out your phone. Zeneca text. What the fuck are you guys doing right now?
I don't think I answered that text, actually.
It's
Leaving it
Kara.
on red.
I'm going. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go to those coordinates.
Okay. Darwin, you make your way over towards the coordinates. Zeneca has a mesmerizing time fluttering down the road as Shell, over at the Pillar of Light, has to deliberate how to manage this new guy. We'll get back to that after we take a break.
Mhm.
We'll be back in roughly 10 minutes, maybe more. Yeah, anyway, we'll see you in a bit.
See it?
Why do I always make this really awkward? Why is that?
I don't know.
And we're back. Yeah.
Hello.
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 Shell.
Yeah.
If you noticed, I didn't describe what you exactly saw with your natural 20 perception.
Yeah, I know.
You see a beam going straight towards the sky. Is actually longer than you saw it before. It begins to curve up towards the atmosphere. It is curved at exactly an angle that would, if continued, line up with the moon.
Okay. I'm gonna watch that, because that was what I was trying to go for. I was trying to get the beam to touch or point at the moon.
Touch tips? Yeah, nice.
Yeah, to touch tips with the moon.
Moon tips.
Ugh. Just sounds like you're just flashing the just the tip.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How fast does it seem to be like heading for the moon?
And I don't know over distance amount of time. I mean, it's fast, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know the distance from here to the moon off the top of my head.
I don't either. I'm thinking of time. Do I get a feeling for how long I was out? First
For
of
the
all.
nat 20, yeah. Excuse me while I have a 3 musketeer.
Oh, enjoy.
It's leftover Halloween candy. Like 20 minutes.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
20 minutes. Okay, and within those 20 minutes, the beam has, like, it's longer than the last time I saw it. Okay.
Yes.
Could I, based off the difference between how long it was before and after I was unconscious, kind of determine roughly how long it'll take for the beam to reach the moon?
Okay.
Sort of.
This is gonna be a hard check because
Yeah.
there's no
I'm
like
not scared.
what is that thing called when you like close one eye and you can't really tell distance as well? Depth. There's no depth.
Depth perspective.
Yeah, there's no like depth to where the moon is in space because there's nothing to reference off of. So like you trying to calculate this is basically just based on vibes.
Yeah.
Like you've seen how fast this is going up, and based on how big the moon you think should be in your mind, how like where in space is this compared to that when there's nothing else to compare to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like you to make an investigation check, DC 25.
Oh, I'm gonna have to net 20 this again. And that's not
okay.
gonna happen. Yeah, my investigations, like my intelligence.
Will give you
Yeah.
advantage because you rolled that nat 20.
Oh, thanks. It's not gonna do anything, but I really appreciate it.
Two
Not
chances.
one, baby. Oh, it's close.
What happened? Your rolls are getting worse now.
Yeah, they are.
They were like mid, and now they're bottoming.
Well, that's. Fuck you.
What do you mean?
Not that I was making a joke. Shit, I don't know. I'm the dumb one of the group, so this is fine. This is what I get for going out of what I'm good at. That's fine.
I mean, at the very least, you can tell it's like at least minutes.
Okay. See, that's fine. I'll take rough. Like
Well,
really rough.
it's-
I'll take rough.
It's like a minimum like 10 minutes, maximum days kind of deal. You know? Like
Well, then that doesn't help at all.
Right.
Okay.
you know it's gonna be
yeah.
at least a little bit, but you just don't know how that little bit is gonna be a longer bit.
I'm gonna look at this guy.
Isn't it neat?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think my collection's complete?
No, not today. Tomorrow, though, maybe. You don't happen to have anything that might, like a med kit or anything like that? Something to. Because I don't want to let this keep going.
No.
Alright, well.
You could tell he was lying.
Yeah, well, I can't force him to share it. I'm clearly outnumbered. And out-healthed.
You don't
And
know that.
yet,
You could be a commoner with 4 HP.
that's still more than I got. Shit.
No cure wounds, no vampiric touch,
Mm-mm,
no health potion.
mm-mm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Nope, none of that.
Just go sicko mode and you'll be fine.
I'm looking anxiously back at that moonbeam. Stay there, please. And He's gonna walk back toward the orb, but I don't think he's going to like get into the light yet. I think at this point he'll dismiss the darkness. No, I can see in the darkness, so that's fine.
You can see
But
in darkness?
I believe so. Well, no, I've got dark vision. I don't think I can do that yet. I think there's gonna be some cool shit that I can do later, though.
Yeah, eyes in the dark. I don't think you get until like 6. I want to say.
Yeah. I'm
I
super
don't know what they
stoked.
knew.
This is such a cool class. I'm super curious to see how it goes. Anyway, I want to be far enough away where he doesn't hear me, but I'm gonna be trying to be like, Nix, can you fucking cut it out, please? People are showing up. People can see from 60 miles away at least. We need to pack it up and go home for today. Can you, like, turn off?
I need you to make a persuasion check.
God. Just really grateful for the abundance of light and shadow. Persuasion. Okay. Please. Please. Why? Why? It just gets brighter.
You ask the orb to cut it out, and this swirl of light and dark that you almost see happen, or almost have seen explained, happens in the orb when it's in its traveling state. This swirl of light energy and dark energy. And it gets faster as you ask, and then it eventually settles back into its like first speed, we can say.
Okay. And then it's just back to what it was doing, no response afterward.
That's correct.
Okay. Oh, come the hell on. Okay. Good. Gonna go to my car and grab my bag of holding.
I thought you were gonna say crash it into the orb.
I'm gonna drive into the orb. No,
Okay.
I'll grab my bag of holding
Mhm.
and God. First, how long is the short rest?
1 hour.
Ugh, fuck, I don't have an hour. I probably do, but I don't want to risk it if people can see it. Oh, god damn it, this is bad. I think he's gonna pinch the bridge of his nose, like, I can't believe I'm gonna do this. This is so fucking stupid. I'm gonna die. This is so stupid. Gotta, like, kind of goatsy the bag a little bit. Like,
What?
pull it
A
open.
description.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. Your reply to that, like, really got me. Oh shit. And tell this guy, like, if
Remember,
I
folks, this
like,
game is 16 plus.
it's very true. If you don't know what goatsy is, don't look it up. Don't look it up.
I know you're
Look
pulling
it
up
up.
Google right now. Stop
yeah,
it.
just don't do it.
God fucking damn it, dude.
You don't know what it is. You're too young to know.
It's the perfect description. Like, it's what you do.
Stop.
Let's see. God, where was I? If I fall in this thing, don't bother fishing me out. Just leave. My friend will take care of it. And I think he's just gonna like try and dive.
Okay. So you expand the mouth of the bag and hold it open as much as you can with both hands, and you dive towards the orb.
Yeah. I know I've got to make another save, I know. But it's the only thing he can think of to do. Other than wait, he's got to turn it off.
Okay.
Like, I want it to reach the moon, but not with all these people around, gosh. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but...
I want you to make an initiative roll.
Initiative roll, oh no.
I want to see what happens first.
Okay, that's fair. It's at the bottom, right? Yes. Check. Watch this be good. Nope. Why would it be? Why ever would it be? Why would I get a roll above 10? Yeah, fuck you.
The orb has +0.
Shut up! Shut up! You're stealing all of my good shit. Go ahead.
Acts first.
Yep.
As you brace to jump in, it reacts to your intention. That's just great.
Oh God! How do I die?
Well,
Oh man.
The dice want to tell a story.
They do, don't they?
The orb reacts to your intention, immediately swallowing your darkness spell. The beam is cut off, and the end travels up, destroying the beam faster than you remember it traveling upwards. Eventually, it's going to catch up with the other end. The orb, having swallowed your darkness spell, you can see between the cracks of the orb as it's like shining and then getting dim in spots where it's swirling with your darkness. And eventually, you can see the orb in its state as it just begins to have a gentle glow. And you, ready with your bag, walk up to reach out to it, and you can see in the gentlest slivers all of the cracks that had formed on it shrivel into nothingness, and the orb is complete again.
Okay. Do I get a feeling this is good? I didn't make it death save.
So, the orb basically, the orb was cracked. It is no longer cracked.
It healed. Cool.
Right.
That's good.
You can make an insight check if you'd like. I'll allow it.
Oh. Thanks. Another nat 1. Let's see.
I believe.
I don't.
That's 2 1s.
Very average.
As you were fighting against... your own being, so too you think was the orb fighting against its own being. And that moment of resonance, where you both were in line with each other's intentions, it was on the verge of losing itself as well, just like you were with your death saves. And that nat 20 saved it.
Oh shit.
As it restores itself, you also recover your death saves.
Oh,
You're back to
thank
0.
God. I don't know how. I don't know why. But I hug this fucking orb. Oh, thank God. That was the opposite of what I thought was gonna happen. I thought it was just gonna explode in light and like kill my ass.
So what happened? You capture light and bag, and now ball is off.
Yeah, the ball is off.
All right then.
I'm going home.
Right. Have a good night, Shell.
Right. You too. I don't know this guy. Dude with the gun, he's not harming me, I'm not harming him. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. I get why he's here. I just hate that he's here.
He like gives you a really confused look, but lets you go.
I think he'll wait, like, do you want something? If it's an explanation, it's not happening, I'm sorry.
Oh, then no.
Okay. Genuinely have a fine night. Apologies for the disruption.
You city
Side-
people and your disruptions.
He shrugs. Peels out, leaves.
Your tires echo into the canyons and mountainside.
Yeah, I need out of here before whoever else saw that comes there.
Zeneca, you see the pillar of light, like the tail of it appears and it shoots up fast up towards the sky. You can see it disappearing as that like tail end it reaches the atmosphere very, very quickly.
From the sky layer, there is no anything taller than the sky layer, right? Like I can actually see the sky.
No, there's the dome is in the way.
God damn it! So I can't actually see where
You
it
can
went.
see, but like your vision is obscured by like the dome's framing, which is kind of honeycombed, and also in between those honeycombs is kind of like a force field. Which is the whole point of why you had to leave the city, because the dome is in the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
makes sense.
She follows up with another text message. What did you do now? Doesn't expect to get anything, and she continues on her way. Has she made it to the front gates by now?
Nope.
Nope. Alright, she continues to fly. Sorry, remind me, in this world, does the moon still exist? Or is it shattered in this world?
I mean, it's shattered and it exists.
I mean, is it whole in this world or is it shattered in this world?
It's not whole, for sure.
Yeah, it's shattered in this one. You can like remember that by the splash art for this. It's a shattered moon.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Okay. Can I see kind of if it's going in the general direction of what I know to be the shattered moon? Is there any way of seeing that?
For the beam?
Yeah.
That was your perception earlier.
Okay. Okay. He's of the mind that there has to be some sort of moon god, and it's just a matter of finding a name, but she has no clue how to do that.
So you do want to find the name of a moon god that has been forgotten?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
There has to be, like, this kind of power connected to the moon. There's something. She just doesn't know how to go about it. She isn't, and knowing that the church is a little bit more secretive and unwilling. So, yeah. What?
Personally, I don't know how that confirms there's a moon god, but okay.
No, like, it doesn't. It's just she's of the mind that there has to be. What is considered the oldest library in Los Kaidos?
Ooh, that would be difficult to say since it would be a destroyed city.
Not Los Kaidos. New York again. Sorry.
New York again. That's also a hard question because there's many libraries here. My
other
brain
than
is immediately
the guild,
going to like the Lyceum, but I don't know if that's the oldest one.
Or rather, where houses the oldest scriptures? Not necessarily the oldest library, but who has the older scriptures?
Older scriptures as in religious texts?
Either religious text or just the oldest records of anything at this point, really.
Okay, so, like, you can find historical knowledge in, like, any library database, but anything referring to the old gods was erased. So, that's why there's this entire guild with the
right, and we went to them and they were...
Right. They're trying to recover knowledge about, like, the old gods and who they were and what they did. But whatever research they have is locked for their own members, and whatever research they give is, like, really scant. Give for free, I mean.
Mm-hmm. Nah, she's just gonna let her mind wander and fixate on this while she's playing.
Okay. You continue to drift. Darwin. The car pulls up, and you are in front of the Brave Adventurers Repose. This is a different guild hall, but you know it is guild hall nonetheless.
I mean, is there anybody waiting when I get there? It's like the middle of the night, right? So
yeah, there's no one outside the door.
Bit nervous about the fact that there's just nobody around, even though it's an adventure hall. There should be at least somebody, right? Even though it's like late at night.
That's what you would think?
Question mark. I mean, I go to the front door.
Are you going in?
Do I do I hear anything inside? Like, is there some type of other people inside? Maybe some merriment? I don't know, like a tavern type of thing?
Yeah, I'd wager if you're standing like right in front of the door, you could definitely hear like the muffled nature of just like people kind of talking loud.
Okay. Yeah, then I would go in, I would say.
You open the door and it's like a dive bar if it were like hundreds of feet on each side, and like tables are full, standing room only. Even like the standing tables are full. All of the sides of the bar are like people waiting around at like every edge and corner. There is, similarly to the Veilwalkers Guild Hall, there is a door in the back that says guild members only.
I don't think I'm not part of the guild. I don't remember it being part of the guild, at least. I guess I would just look around for Kara if she's just around here, because
Yeah, make an investigation.
she would know that I'm not part of this guild, so she's just like waiting in an area that I'm not going to be in. That's fine.
You're like wandering through like halls of booths and tables, and you're not finding her.
I guess my next course of action would just be to go up to the bar. It's pretty busy though, right? Like busy
Super
enough
busy,
for people
yeah.
just standing by.
Yeah.
Oh man, is there like any type of doorman or like concierge? Not concierge, but like someone that like reads adventures as they come in.
Not through the door that you just entered. There is a guy at the guild hall entrance, like where it says guild members only. But
actually,
not
I'm just being dumb. I would just text Kara and be like, "I'm here.
Yeah.
Where are you?" It took me a little bit, but I got there. Oh man.
She says, "Hold on one sec," and texts you back after like a good while, and says, "Talk to the guy at the guild hall door."
What do I say to him?
Just let him know you're here.
Okay. Yeah, I would go and let him know who I am and tell him that I've arrived. And I guess I'm waiting for somebody.
Oh, good. Okay. He's gonna like snap his fingers over at one of the like waiters, and as he drops off his like the plate of food that he was holding, kind of like jogs over to you guys, and he whispers into his ear, and he begins taking you over to an upstairs section where the VIP booths are. As you make it there, it's a pretty empty table, except Kara is there.
Ooh.
Did you say Kara was there at a table?
Yeah, one of the VIP
It's empty
tables.
except for just Kara at one of the tables, right?
Yeah, at one of the VIP tables.
I would just go up and sit next to her and kind of tell her what's going on. Pretty much fill her in what happens before with the orb and the bleeding from possibly my brain. And yeah.
Yeah, you can tell she has a much more serious demeanor right now, and she asks you, so have you had any like visions, or you hear anything that's not actually there?
Sometimes, I
This happened
suppose.
before today, right?
Yeah. How did you know?
It happens with imprinting. When someone uploads their memories into a hard drive or something, and they try to load it in, usually it goes into a body that's not being used. But sometimes mistakes happen, especially to people who are net running, where they bring along a guest. And then you get phantom personalities.
I see.
Congrats on your altar.
So, what do I do about this? How do I get it out?
You can't. You see, when you brought it back with you to your body, that's just you now. So, if we try to split it, we're splitting your mind apart.
So then what do I do? I don't want this. I don't want to be two people. I'm just me. I don't want to disappear again.
Hey. Who said you're disappearing?
I mean, when I switched back and forth, I just didn't exist. I don't know how else to explain it, and I don't want to ever experience that again.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. That plot is new to me. There's gotta be something there, right?
I don't know. It seems almost like they wanted to switch me back to Damien, but
Hey,
I don't want to do it. I don't want to.
hey. I'm sure as much as they want information, if you don't want to do it, they won't do it.
Do they even know what they're talking about?
No.
No.
Wait.
You never said a name.
You should know because I described it to her, right? I guess I should have been more specific. Like I just, I mean, I guess they just means show for now, but I meant party-wise, my party, people that I've been
Sure.
around and adventuring with.
The meeting still stands.
Yeah. I suppose You're right. I was just kind of panicked and freaked out because like for all intents and purposes, I died. I didn't exist, and I'm also like, look at this, and I like kind of like smudge my paw to my nose and like show her the blood. I'm like, I'm bleeding from my brain. I didn't ask for this.
She gives a sigh and like takes the hand that you like wiped your face with and reaches over to the table and takes a napkin and dips in some water and wipes the blood off the hand and fingers. Listen, this is definitely not a common occurrence. And I know this is not the ideal situation. But you're not alone. You got friends. You got me. We're gonna work through this. Okay? Whatever happens, happens.
I would imagine that like my panic and my like nervousness and my, I guess, jittery demeanor like softens a bit because I do trust her, and if that's what she says and that's what she believes, then I'm gonna believe her too.
Make me an insight check.
Oh no! Why you do this?
Why?
Oh no!
For everything that it's worth, she hasn't said "I told you so."
You're breaking my heart.
That's what you get off of it.
Oh man,
How sweet.
that can mean a lot of things, though. No, I don't know.
I choose to believe it's sweet.
The fact that you told me to make an insight check is making my heart break. After I was like, I implicitly trust her with my life, and you're like, make an insight check. Oh man.
Well, I mean, I'll say the insight was going to happen regardless. I would have asked for the
That
insight
is
regardless.
timing.
I see. I mean, yeah, I would trust her, and I would just tell her like, what do you think? What do you think I should do next?
I think we should get an order of the cheesy fries and probably respond to Zeneca because she's kind of out of the loop. I think it is going to be better if we're all together for this.
I have a little bit of hesitancy, like in my face, but I'm infatuated,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna do whatever. I'm just gonna do whatever she says.
Oh, he whipped. What do you say?
No?
That's
No
right.
cheesy
That's
fries?
right.
What about the poutine then? Can I add gravy to it?
Yeah, that sounds good. We can. We can do that.
Cheese fries? Nah. Add gravy? Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Heck yeah.
Listen,
I'll,
we can take it slow if you want, but I think this is something that is better said out in the open. You know? Make the boundaries first and then figure stuff out later.
I'll shoot kind of like a quizzical look. Like, what do you mean?
Well, you just said you don't want that to happen again, right? I think that should be clearly communicated to everyone. So, just in case, if something were to happen, and, you know, we're not all together like today, then we all know where each other's at.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, I usually have those.
Darwin will just like smile, kind of chuckle, maybe giggle territory.
Okay,
And,
let's
he'll
skip the
be-
fries. What about nachos? She's like obviously
about-
trying to like get your mind onto something else, you know?
Yeah, we can stick with the poutine. The gravy sounded good. I'll text Seneca now and let her know what's going on, and then I'll proceed to do so.
She takes her hand and places it on top of one of yours, probably like the hand that's not on the phone yet. It says, "Hey, just we don't have to meet up today, but we should get everyone to talk as soon as we can. Tonight, let's just kind of let's ease off of this just for tonight, and then we'll deal with it tomorrow or the weekend or something. Yeah."
Darwin will kind of just look. How do I even describe this? Like stare deeply into Kara's eyes and just kind of nod, knowing that he was right to come to her and to find that like solace in her.
She's gonna like boop your nose.
Uh,
I almost just sprayed water on my keyboard.
don't.
I was like, the previous situation was like, oh, I'm so in love, and then I get booped, and I'm like, poof. Yeah, I'll just smile and like laugh. And am I still texting? I don't know.
I mean,
Oh
you were
yeah.
gonna. She just like interrupted your hand, but technically,
I'm like-
Seneca didn't get a text.
Yeah, I guess I'll sort of snap out of it, realize I have to still do this text, but like, in my hearts, my pupper hearts, I think I'm falling like very madly in like with this woman.
Uh-oh. Gross.
Love.
Disgusting. Ew.
Pitiful.
Pathetic.
Dense like some very dense likeage going on.
And, like-
Madly and like.
angrily and like,
All right.
okay. So what's the
Affirmative.
text done?
Yeah.
The text will just
I can't
Yeah, the
vamp
text
for
will
much
just be, like-
longer.
the text will just be like basically letting Seneca know what's been going on with the orb, and that like the last time I talked to Shell was in the orb, or was the orb. I don't really understand that
that's
too
gonna be
well.
really confusing to Zeneca.
Yeah, and then but I don't think Darwin really knows. Like, to him, like, Shell was the orb or was in the orb, but like doesn't make that distinction. And then he also let her know about like the switching and the non-existence for a moment, the momentary non-existence, and that he's suffered some brain damage. I don't know how else to put it. Like, he's just bleeding from his nose because of the switching, and basically just all the things that have happened with since obtaining the orb. And now he's with Kara. That was a lot.
It's a voice message. It's fine.
Zeneca, you get like a 6-page text describing everything he just said.
Just wrote you a short story in this text.
She responds with a facepalm emoji.
And I'm on the road again.
Road again.
Oh, that's what I thought of too. Sorry.
Alright, one sec. She'll also say, like, so you're not at your apartment? Question mark?
I'm at Brave Adventures Hall, Repose Guild Hall. I said that wrong, even though
Sure did.
Darwin, you would have picked out as you were like walking by the booths and stuff. People shorthand slang this place and call it the bar.
I'm at the bar at the Brave Adventures Repose Guild Hall. I can't believe I read it wrong. I'm looking right at it. My brain.
Do you have the orb with you?
Oh, it's in my refrigerator.
Another facepalm emoji.
The way you said you didn't even say fridge. You said refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
It's government
The
name.
Yeah.
Government name.
It's government name. Oh my goodness.
What time is it during the day right now?
It's like 1
Oh,
a.m.
it's night. Go to bed, y'all. Reconvene in the morning.
Zeneca's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going home. I'm gonna try and get a good night's sleep. I will deal with this in the morning. I still can't believe you touched the damn thing. You're an idiot. And you shouldn't be out while leaving the orb in your fridge. What if
Yeah,
someone
Zeneca's the
breaks
mom.
into your place and takes it?
They're not gonna search the fridge.
Duh, Zeneca, you fucking idiot.
When's the last time a robber broke into the house and stole something from a refrigerator?
Like 70% of the
man.
time.
Dude, what? Actually, there was this one time that someone broke in. This is above board. Sorry, this is a story I must tell.
Yeah.
Someone broke into my friend's house, like a robber, and then he got caught because he was making a sandwich. And my friend's dad caught him because he was making a sandwich in the kitchen.
I say 70% of the time. I don't know the actual number, but it is pretty high because people who like go to rob other people's houses, when they complete the task, they feel accomplished, and then like because of their like pride, I guess, not pride, but their success bolsters them, so that they feel comfortable enough to like go take your food as well, because they're hungry, and it's like there's the link. They just want something to go.
A power trip.
Yeah. So they like take your food as well. It's very common.
I didn't know that. I was like flabbergasted when I heard that. Like, the only reason he had like everything in his car, and he came back, and the only reason he got caught was because he came back and tried to make a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
And
so many
that blew my mind that people would do that.
It's so much less common that people would go into the freezer, because that's not quick at all. But like, yeah, that guy making a sandwich, totally believable to me.
What?
Yeah, not even.
I did not know this.
Not even a question.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Okay,
yeah.
So like, we're still above board.
Oh.
Detectives and investigators go to check your fridge when something happens in your house, because one, they want to find out information about you, and they want to find information about anyone else living in that place. But they also want to see if they've taken things out of the fridge, like if something looks moved or like recently used. That could also be a clue.
For that
Fridge
specific
is just
reason
a
that
hot
people come
spot
back.
Yeah.
Of like
Dental impressions in a piece of fruit. You never know.
Like a squeezed bottle that just got capped that way, or like something that's just at the front edge of the fridge.
Interesting. I did not know this.
Things that we are not trained to see could be a clue. You know, there's just a lot of stuff, and the fridge is a hotspot. The more you know.
You're a hot spot.
Dang! I need to turn my AC up, actually.
Oh yeah, California.
Okay,
So yeah, so Zenika's basically like, fuck this, I'm going home.
Okay. So, flying down, are you gonna take a Suber, or are you gonna fly to the nearest maglev?
How long would it take me to fly to the nearest maglev?
Like 6 hours.
Then she will drop down and grab a super.
Okay. It's gonna be 10 credits to get you to the nearest maglev, from which you have a pass. But to get home, you'll also have to take the Pillar Vader, which is gonna be 20 credits to get down, because it's 10 per layer.
So I need 30 credits total.
Yeah. Which you should have.
Yeah, you should
Now.
be totally okay for a while.
Yeah.
I guess some of us, but
So it'll take you about an hour to get home from there.
Okay.
No, you're good. Darwin, are you going home tonight?
Alone?
Like, what's happening? Are you like gonna try to go to Kara's house? Are you like getting plastered drunk? Are you what?
I think the plaster drunk is kind of the idea.
Okay. So you want to lose yourself, but on your own terms.
yeah,
Yeah.
just black out, not black out in a different way, I guess, in a not
Yeah.
fun way.
Yeah. In a non-existing way.
You're gonna have a headache either way, though. But
That's true.
yeah,
Darwin, I need you to make 2 saving throws.
Oh god.
It is a Constitution and Charisma.
Oh no. I'll roll this one first.
how drunk do you get, and how obnoxious are you?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a fun drunk.
At least that.
Starts trying to play ball with everyone.
Good
Good job, though.
You definitely know your limits, and tonight, even though you want to forget everything, you stay in that I don't want to say liminal space. You stay in that like middle space.
It's a weak spot. Yeah.
Between like being conscious and having fun. There's a lot of moments during this that you feel yourself letting go, not in the way that you're like letting go of life, but letting go as in you're kind of just letting things happen as they're going on. And so many times, maybe it's because of the alcohol that's weakening your like mental defenses. So many times where the visions overlap and become clearer and clearer. But the clearness is confusing because you're drunk. So is it clear, or is it because you're drunk that they seem more clear? There's a moment again that it happens while you're talking with Kara. That like it's probably when she's like scrolling on her phone or something for a moment, when you guys are just like head on shoulders against each other, and she's just like, you know, passing the time a little bit, and you call out her name, and the audible difference in the name you hear is very slight, but it's something you remember the next morning. As you say Kara, Damien says Cora.
Interesting. Your soulmates.
That's all it could possibly mean.
Yeah, it's beautiful in a way.
Even though this was maybe a little weird, you don't lose yourself to the memory. Shell, are you driving back all the way?
Yeah, all the way. As soon as I got in that car, I'm driving back.
Okay. Are you going home, or are you going somewhere else as soon as you get there?
I'm going home.
Okay.
Unless people want to meet up that night, but I'm thinking like when he sees the texts, like he's like, oh shit, I'll fucking deal with this, and like come to my house tomorrow if you want to talk, because I think that was probably mentioned. It seems to be a good place for people to meet, plenty of space and such. Bring the orb.
Your infinite penthouse.
Yeah.
There is an additional message from Kara that you receive. It is a forward of an email that is like screen clipped from a shadow sender that says new one-of-a-kind 3Ps on the line, one batch only, next month. Release date specifics unknown.
I'll text her. Thanks, I'll keep an eye out. Like, the image is saved. It's if there's an alert for that, she'd get it. Like,
oh, this is not even like an alert thing, right? Because you're like all of your pings would have happened. This is like someone from the company leaked this.
Oh.
Like this was an internal email that got out, and Kara somehow got a hold of it.
Oh, sweet. I think he'll also heart react. He realizes the links. Like, she thought of him.
And yet, she just has common shit on her desk.
I know. I mean, the common ones are fine. I've got those too, but like...
She likes her common.
You can... Yeah. But,
Do you text everybody to come over to your place tomorrow?
Yeah, that would be to the group chat. Like, if we're wanting to reconvene and discuss, come to my house tomorrow morning.
Darwin, text back.
Darwin, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I just...
Oh, okay, never mind. You did the thing. You did the actual thing.
I don't know if people can see that, but this is what Darwin texts back.
I think he'll text back a question mark and then hit enter and then okay and then hit enter and then that's all he'll say back to Darwin.
Kara immediately texts, "We'll be there."
Eyes emoji, but I think that's it.
Darwin just hearts it. He doesn't have the mental fortitude to craft another short story.
Yeah, Zen just gives a thumbs
sentence
up.
or words.
Okay, he crashes, he goes to bed. Like, as soon as that's done, he gets there, he sends his
So
friend off
just
to do her thing.
to confirm, Shell, you would make it home and in bed at like 7 a.m.
Yep, I know.
Okay.
If they come over at 7:30, it means I get 30 minutes of rest.
Okay.
That's all he's doing. He's like, I've
That-
accepted that I'm getting no sleep today.
That will mean you're gonna be exhausted.
It's fine, you know?
Okay. Just want to make sure you understand.
Yeah,
Because
I know.
exhaustion is no
it's-
joke.
I understand. He's very stubborn.
Most likely, it won't happen. Most
Yeah.
likely, it won't happen.
It's
Why?
chill.
Because it is now Thursday.
Woo.
Thursday, March 20th, as the calendar flips over. I need to make a roll.
Do it. What
There's
is
a plus
it?
5 to this. The DC
Why?
is 13.
Uh-oh. You
Oh.
suck. Or you rock. It depends. I
Okay.
guess we'll find out.
Lots of low rolls today.
Yeah, it's all good. Darwin, can you make another con save?
Yes, I can.
Don't fuck it. Oh, you fucked it. Ooh.
I
Suck
sure
it
did.
again.
I was hoping you wouldn't do that.
Oh. I don't know why I said oh. I don't even know what that means.
Uh-huh.
It could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Oh, wait. I know what
You-
this
you
is.
never-
Fine.
Oh.
You're gonna puke.
It's okay. I'm gonna lose all that delicious poutine though.
It's gonna look awful coming up.
If it tastes good going down, it's gonna
No,
taste
not after that
long.
That's been
Okay.
fermenting overnight, baby.
Okay, Darwin, you're hungover.
yeah.
You have one level of exhaustion that acts as 3 levels of exhaustion.
Oh shit.
So
Oh.
what this means is you technically have 1 exhaustion, but you have the effects of 3 levels of exhaustion.
That means I'm about to like die though, no?
No,
you're
that's
fine.
6.
It just
if
means
you-
like your rolls are real bad and all that.
Yeah, so you have
Oh.
disadvantage on every roll you do, and your speed is halved.
Yeah, you're so slow.
What?
Your speed's not halved in a car though, so
It just means he's not as fast
Food
as the
for
car.
thought.
anymore. So
yeah, it's true.
the car slides from under his feet.
You know what? Fuck it. You know, I'm probably just gonna put on coffee, take a bath, and wait for y'all to come over.
Okay, so they have work. You could actually probably sleep.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's wait. Then. Unless they're like wanting to get this over with, but
Yeah, that depends on Darwin and Zeneca, really.
Wait,
yeah.
what day?
What do you?
What day is it?
It's Thursday,
Zeneca's
March
in no
20th.
Zeneca's in no rush. She'll get a full night's sleep, go to the office to check in, and then show up.
I totally forgot it was a weekday.
It's a fucking
Oh.
weekday.
I know.
Oh no!
Darwin
I am gonna
participating
send
in
Kara
Wild
a text.
Wednesdays. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're okay. I am gonna send Kara a text of what's Project Shell?
She immediately replies, "Not sure. We'll look into it." Anything specific you want to know?
No, not just what it is. If there's a file, I'd like it.
She sends an ellipsis, the ... and says, "You sure? Seems weird you're asking for a file with your name on it."
Doesn't it, though?
Well, if it exists, I'll find it.
Thanks, let me know.
Thumbs up emoji.
Would you consider this con save like a forced march? Or am I reaching too hard?
This con save is how well you digested the alcohol last night.
Mm-hmm. So
And
you have shit yourself a little.
my roll of 4 was to determine if Kara was smart enough to bring like a hangover cure or like a prebiotic or something. And she didn't.
Oh, it's out of D20. I see. And
What
then I
are you
rolled a
what are you
3.
trying to get at? Because a forced march is something I don't think you're thinking of.
Yeah, I was just saying like I have advantage against like forced marches or long travels.
Oh,
and I
your
was like-
Kano ability.
Yes.
Okay.
I was trying to finagle it so that perhaps, you know.
So what you can do is to use a forced march to get your normal amount of speed, but that would be a very exhausting thing to do
Yeah.
especially while you're hungover.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, don't push it, my man.
It's like imagine being hungover and then fast walking everywhere.
Yeah, no.
Oh Lord. Okay. I see.
Immediately understands.
Yeah, I 100% understand that. Yeah. Okay.
Relatable.
Yes.
Okay, so the question remains. Darwin, are you going to Shell's house like early in the morning? Or are you doing something else?
That actually depends on a couple of things.
Mhm.
The first thing is Zeneca going to work?
She said she was gonna-
check in.
Yeah.
She was what? Checking.
I'm
in?
gonna go check in at the office because I haven't been there for a few days.
Okay.
Okay,
Then I
I
feel.
want-
I want to make sure you haven't burned the place down.
Ha ha ha. Definitely not.
Not yet.
Okay. Then, yeah. If he knows that, then he'll be way more relaxed about not going to. I think I'll stop by my apartment first though, because I need to grab the orb out of the fridge.
Okay. You go to your house and the front door is wide open.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
cute. I just go straight to the fridge and check if.
The fridge
The
is
orb is
open and there's everything's on the floor except the briefcase, which is not there.
Oddly convenient that.
I told you so.
Do I find any sort of? So there was it like it was like a forced entry, right? Because I had locked my place before I left. Did I lock my place? I didn't specify that.
The words from last time was I throw the suitcase into the fridge and I walk straight out my door.
Hmm.
So
Do I find anything in my house that would give me any indication of who was in my house?
Make an investigation check.
Please.
There is a set of like Kano tracks that you don't that are definitely not yours. Spilled into the puddle of ketchup that was left near the open fridge.
I will take a picture of it. Number one. And I will let everybody know. Is Car still with me?
She could be if you asked her to come.
I think I would ask her to come with me because I'm on the struggle bus.
Okay, so
And I would definitely need her help.
before you text that, she'll like tap you on the shoulder and say, "Don't worry about it." We should probably leave. We're tampering with evidence.
I'll like give a very exasperated sigh, not like sighing at what she said, but like sighing because I have to focus all of my energy on not dying right now.
Yeah.
And I'll like just like give a slow nod, and then I'll like if she makes like a motion towards the door, I'll just like follow her.
Yeah. She makes a motion towards the door, and immediately like you like get into her car, and she drives over to the burrow and orders that like super fancy rainbow coffee.
Oh.
And you didn't text, or you did?
Did she stop me before I texted?
Yes.
Oh, then I did not text.
Okay.
Do I feel any sort of way of like she prevented me from texting? Does that make sense? I don't know.
It definitely seems that way. So if you want to roll for it, I will give you a check. But if that's how you feel as a person, as the character, then that can just be how you feel.
You could always try again.
Yeah. If you want to roll for it, okay. Make an insight check at disadvantage.
Wow. Okay. Not bad.
Oh.
Kara's taking care of it. Whatever happened here, she wanted this to happen. So, the fact that like she's not freaking out that the suitcase isn't here, she's handling it.
Okay. I think though, like the fact that she's really calm about this makes me also not freak out about this, because it's kind of like a kind of like a big thing. But the fact that she's so calm about this makes me feel really at ease.
So it was like this was orchestrated by her, kinda.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I see. All right. So this is
you like look
cool.
over at her having these thoughts, and then she looks over at you as she's driving over to the burrow, and she puts on sunglasses as the sun is hitting just right into the car.
She's super cool.
And she says, "I had a contingency plan," and she drives off into the distance of the road as we end our session there.
Can I add one more thing? I'm just gonna Darwin's head is just gonna be leaning against the window, but every bump
Oh yeah.
that they hit, it's just like Darwin's head is just hitting the window.
Yeah.
And in the background, you just see Kara's side profile looking smug and badass. But, like, Darwin's flinching every time he hits his head on the glass.
He doesn't have any color in his face, and his head's just hitting the window every bump that goes over the road.
It hurts, but it feels good at the same time, and it's cold, and then it feels hard, and it's just like...
Makes your brain vibrate.
Yeah. Is this good? It hurts, but it also feels nice for some reason.
It's like hammers hugging in my head.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing, guys. Oh yeah. Well, remember, next week we're playing on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yes.
My dudes.
Yeah.
Next week we're playing on Wednesday, so that we can begin March 20th on Thursday in the game. It's Thursday in the game, but it's Wednesday in real life.
True.
Can't believe I forgot it was
It's a weekday. Sometimes, man, Wild Wednesdays, they just creep up on you, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I'm just playing Darwin true to my real life. Not really, actually.
It's
At least it
weird
wasn't like
playing
Mezcal
kind of-
Mondays.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. A campfire in your mouth.
Delicious. Nutritious.
Mm.
Splendid. Maybelline.
next time we should have Ryia too.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just wanted to remind you guys, next week it's on Wednesday. So, you know, don't forget. Hope you guys had fun, and we'll see you then for another episode of Stargazers.
Hey.
Alright, Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.